Lafayette.
Lafayette family, Ekabo. Welcome on into the House of Confirmations late night.
I know, we know it's late, family.
I do play. Well, family, it doesn't matter because
I take the blame.
You still need to unplug. You still need to disconnect yourself from the matrix way of thinking, and that whole ideology you were thrown into. Also, family, let's go ahead and take a deep breath in together. Inhale in through the nose, out through the mouth, releasing all of that poison and pressure that was picked up while you was plugged into the matrix. Ashe, I do pray. Family, I am Oyeyemi. I'm an ancestral priest of over 21 years.
I'm Omitola. I'm a diviner, healing reader, and we are the House of Confirmations. Ekabo. Come on in, family. Alafia. Alafia, Rebecca.
Alafia, family.
Alafia, darling. We knew some of y'all was still up.
Alafia, Misha, Darlene, Rebecca, Tiara. Alafia, family. Come on, then go ahead, like, love, share, tag family on in. I'm sure Spirit got something to say at this time. I'm sure you're up because you need to hear from Spirit at this time. Make sure that family is tagged on in. I'm going to do my best. We're going to get the mothers of the church on in here. Let's go ahead and get it started, family.
Alafia to everyone coming in. Peace and love. Go ahead and come on in, family. We know it's late night.
She had a day. We knew, family. We know.
Wow, y'all. Yeah. If y'all want to know why we're going on so late, I'll take that blame for family. Okay. It's my fault. The father is a true chief player. He's like, oh no, we're going live. Thank y'all for that patience. Yes, thank you for sharing. Everybody, go ahead and share. And if you have liked, loved, and shared already, make sure that you are subscribing to our YouTube channel. Once we get to 1,000 subscribers on our YouTube channel, we will go live with free readings. Ashe.
Ashe, family. I know y'all still waiting for that night coming.
Yes, I love you, Miss Misha. I do pray for always tuning in. Make sure y'all are sharing, family. We got those that have already booked for tonight. Hopefully they're coming in. If family contact Shay Shay, hopefully she's still up because she's been waiting patiently for her message.
Ashe, always love. Ashe. Lafayette Walker.
Come on in, family. Even though it's late night, y'all know Spirit got some messages from y'all. And I just want to welcome the new addition of the family. Here we have our rose quartz crystal ball. Y'all definitely know we can't wait to start giving those love messages. For those who are wanting to get those love readings with the crystal ball, we actually have the rose quartz crystal ball now. Okay, so we know those love readings are going to be even more off the chain and popping. And they don't tell no lies. None of our readings have been off. Okay, what, Miss Darlene Gray? Family that is interested in getting their live readings tonight, we only have 9 slots available for this live. We only have 9 slots left for live readings during this live. Ashe. One of those slots has already been booked. We're waiting for her to come in, leaving us with 9 slots left.
Ashe.
Alafia, everyone tuning in. Alafia, Miss Nikki. Alafia, Jamal. Family, we knew y'all wasn't asleep. What?
Ashe. Lafayette, Nikki, Jamal. Lafayette family. Yep. Come on in. Come on in. I'm ready to get into some messages. I hope that all the goddesses, you all have your crowns on. I hope the gods, you have your crowns off because we're going to open up in prayer and dive deep right on in.
Ashe.
Omi tutu or not tutu, ile tutu, tutu, I gungun tutu audition. All of them my Mojuba boy Kolo and Balasa, all of them Mojuba Ibarasam. Mojuba got a name by Ibarasam, Mojuba Megon, Ibarasam, Mojuba Babala, Ibarasam, Mojuba Egon Yay, Ibarasam, Mojuba Oyarasin, Be, Gongo, Baba by Mojuba Ogunola, Mojuba Olushego, Mojuba Gohan, Mojuba Gola, Mojuba Jebola, Mojuba. Akiwomi. Kikamashe Ocean at the Olu, Second Kikamashe Sipala, a Lagba voice, and Kikamashe about the Fumi, Jigba voice, and Ire Lafe, Ire Ayo, Ire Owakosi, Kukosi, Kokosi, Wahala, Kosi, Transaction, Kosi, Familiable, Kosi, Witchcraft, Kosi, Bullebu. Kosi, anything that comes against our destiny, I share, do for any my name we praise. So shall it be, Ire, I share.
Yes, Ashe Alafia. Now everybody is tuning in. I'm gonna go ahead and fix the information that is pinned below.
Ashe, I hope you feel better that you've gotten out of your whites. Now that you're out your whites, don't jump so fast to go into bright colors, dark colors, shaded colors. Go into bright, vibrant colors,
Ashe.
neon type colors now.
Ashe, yes, bright colors. Definitely get into bright colors because you want to attract those vibrations on those colors. So you don't want to wear colors that you want to be attracting and vibrating on those vibes, on those frequencies.
Ashe, Lafayette family.
Ashe, a different. Come on in,
Ashe.
family.
Yeah, that's gonna be that Obatala feel when you really and take that Obatala feeling. Being in whites is going to slow you down. It's gonna make you cautious because you don't want to get your whites dirty. So you're gonna be more cautious in the moves you make. It's much like for those who watch Karate Kid, the old school Karate Kid, the wax on, the wax on, wax off. You don't know what you're doing until you've done it and you've mastered it. And now this is actually good for something else. When you're in your whites, you're more cautious how you're walking. You're more patient with what you're doing. That's Obatala that you bring into your frequency. As we are coming into Obatala's day, I say, Epa Orisha.
Yep. Ashe, a different. Bye bye.
Ashe. I really recommend everyone to go into their whites. Just go into whites just because. I mean, being in whites is cool if you ask me.
It's a great color when you want to deal with grounding, when you want to deal with meditating, clarity, focus, peace. White is a great color to vibrate with. I'm always being put in white, definitely. A Lafayette family that is coming
I say
in.
Lafayette family.
So we were definitely waiting for those who booked to come in, but we know we're going live a little bit late. So if they do tune in, that would be nice. I'm gonna try to tag her. Alafia family that's tuning in, come on in. Alafia Miguel, Alafia Demetria.
Lafayette family. Lafayette definitely want to get into really understanding because we're getting closer to once again the children going back to school. I hope you all are taking it more serious now because the House of Confirmation has been on it before the whole pandemic even came out. And I'm going to keep speaking on it. because we have been out for about 2 years coming up now. And the House of Confirmation has never been off of anything. A lot for your family that's coming in.
Yeah.
We have always been teaching family to start taking care of our own, taking care of our own villages. Now, this could be a lot simple if we get together as a village, as a tribe is supposed to, and have a designated person who actually do the homeschool teaching.
Mm.
Rather than family stressing out, well, I gotta go to work, I gotta do this, I can't sit home and make sure they're doing this. This is when you start being forced to be village type. Don't wait until they tell you to do it. Start doing it ourselves. These are the steps that we are supposed to be taking as we are coming out of the matrix, as we are taking our deep breaths in, as we are unplugging, disconnecting, getting back to our tribal ways. That means coming back together as a family, as a community. Big Mama, she was always good for making sure everyone in the neighborhood ate.
Yeah.
I know in neighborhoods I went to, you went to one mama house and she always had something cooking in the kitchen. You can go get you a sandwich if you was hungry. She gonna make sure you got something. Even your mama got something. We can't get into these new generations and forget things like that. That's why we're being forced. There's nothing new under the sun. So if you're looking for something new to happen, that's not going to happen. We're going to have to bring back the strength hold that we used to do, coming back as a village.
That's true. Absolutely. Great point. Great messages. It's needed more than ever during these times. A lot of students has already started back going to school. And just when we thought virtual learning was going to be a safe alternative, you got the children acting up on there. Okay, you still got homes that are imbalanced. You still got domestic violence in the home. These are things that we're really going to have to overcome as generational curses. And a lot of your family that is tuning in, and a great way to tackle these generational curses are head on. We have to start holding our people accountable and responsible for the behaviors and what takes place in the homes, what takes place behind closed doors. A lot of people are just watching a lot of shit and not saying anything. If anything, recording, trying to get it to go viral. But as a community, we have a lot of self-reflection to do. We are a lot of people in our community love to point the finger at the elites or the Caucasians, the white man. We can point out what's going on with the Asians, all the communities outside of our own. But when it comes to the things that is keeping us at a standstill from moving forward, we gotta actually tackle. We seriously do. The more generations come, it really exposes what we got going on. It exposes the new generation. They expose the generational curses.
Hmm.
You can see it
Yeah,
with
you
the '90s babies, with the 2000s babies.
can't deal with the same situations the same way no more.
Nope,
It's everything's not so hush hush like it used to be
no, it's
anymore.
not.
It's more so you gotta explain. Hmm.
Absolutely. And a lot is going on right now, family. A lot is going on within our court system. A lot is going on within our justice system. They're trying to keep everybody distracted with politics, with what's going on with the candidacies, with Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. All of that is a show. It's a show they put on. Our people get riled up. They get their emotions involved. We got people, pointing fingers at other melanated people, talking about you. The reason why we're going through this is because you're not voting. Woo, woo, woo. What happened to the electoral college? We see all these pouring out their hearts paragraphs all over Facebook of how everybody feel like we should be voting and who they should vote for. But none of it mentions the electoral college. Are we just going to ignore that? We're just going
I
to
don't
ignore the
think
fact that there's an electoral
I don't think
college.
our people actually took time to care. They just wanted to feel like they was being noticed. without
and a
actually
part of
understanding
something.
what the system they're trying to be noticing, how the system was already set up in the first place. I'm sure in our minds that we thinking that our votes individually is going to count. I don't think we understand exactly how the voting system works.
Our people should know by now. As much as they talk shit a lot, as much as our people are quick to debate, as much as our people are quick to argue and bicker back and forth with each other, especially on social media sites, you would think the amount of studying would be there. You would think that they would have had adequate time studying and researching the facts before they engage in certain conversations. And this right here makes me want to go ahead and read it. I would love to read what's going on right now.
I'm saying.
So, family, yes, we are still waiting for Miss Beautiful Shay and anyone else that wants to get their live reading to come in. But as we're waiting on them to come in for their live reading, we're going to go ahead and read on behalf of what's going on in the world today. I did play Miss Nikki on the motherboard, on the
I
usher
say you
board.
see she doing it.
Thank you, family, for all the shares and the likes and the love and the tags. It's just great. Especially Miss Nikki.
You are listening to the sound of DJ Blaze, the king
Family, we're getting prepared. Ashe. Who's having the conversation? I do pray, family. We're gonna go ahead and get into these live group messages. And share different family. Go ahead and send love. We're about to go ahead and get into a group message on behalf of what's going on around the world and what do we need to know as a community, as a people, as all of us tuning in. Go ahead and send love.
That's fine.
Papa Lekba Ashuro, we come to you on behalf of those who are sending love, who are sending positive vibes, those who are needing to receive a message. We ask for great messages, great blessings on behalf of what's going on in the communities and society in the world. Ashe, 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 do not block us, do not check us. Lay on this. Ire, Ire, Ire. What you think? What type of spread? I'm sure not. On the 20th, I said that
15th, man. Okay.
great ancestors, we come to on behalf of those who are sending love, sending positive energy, or needing to hear a message. We ask for great messages on behalf of what is going on in the world and in society and in our communities. Y moja loto, o mío, o wa o momi. Yummy. We ask for great messages on behalf of those who are sending love, sending positive vibrations, positive energies, who are needing to hear the message. We're asking for great affirmation on behalf of world events. Oladamari, we come to you on behalf of those who are sending love, sending positive energy, who are needing to hear a message on behalf of what's going on in our communities. Ashe,
I say, great.
But this card actually showed before. We said new moon spread. Mm, mm. Well,
A lot of y'all think y'all done paying karma debts out there. Y'all feel as if y'all made all the sacrifices that y'all don't make, that y'all can make, and everything else is just not your fault.
yeah.
A
I
lot for
love
your
your beautiful
family.
family that is coming in. We just did a new moon spread on behalf of everyone viewing, on behalf of, excuse me, not everyone viewing, those who are sending love and sending positive energy on behalf of what is going on in our community as a collective, what is going on behalf of world events. And they're definitely speaking on, there's a lot of hard work. There's a lot of hard work being done. But they're saying that a lot of our people are having to work extra hard just to get the minimum, just to get by because a karma debts that are needing to be paid off. People are trying to work extra hard in this area, think it's going to make up for the bullshit they did in another, or think it's going to mess up for, or think it's going to make up for karma debt that they have to pay that they have to pay in another area. That's not true. All the sacrifices have not been made. Okay, all karma debt has not been paid, and they said most people are running to spirituality as if that's an option to escape karma debt. Ifa is not a way to get out of karma debt. Okay, it's a way to learn how to pay them, how to be balanced, how to be in balanced character, good character, Iwa Prele. It's not learning how to go to the roots to run away from karma debt, to get out of karma debt, but you want to pay karma debt without creating new ones. And they're saying that a lot of you all are actually working on other generational curses. Some of you all are still continuing generational curses that your children and their children are going to have to pay for if you don't make the sacrifices now. If you don't do what's needed, characterize. They're really speaking on character.
hmm This is such a perfect message because a lot of people think that they can get into the culture and still keep their old habits and keep their old funky ways
Yes,
and still be the old crappy person, just looking different with a leckades on. That's not going to happen for those who are seeking out the e-file walk, those who are looking to walk, looking for your ancestors, looking to work with the orishas. No, it's not going to work that way. You're going to have to change your personification of things. You're going to have to change your attitude of things. You're going to have to change the bad ways about yourself. You're going to have to make more sacrifices. If you want more from the heavens, you're going to have to do more. Once again, we as a people have come upon this lazy spirit that we don't want to do anymore. We think that everything is done. Our ancestors, they did it all for us, and we're just supposed to walk into the gloriness. We're not truly being the priest that we're supposed to be. We're not truly taking Obatala's role, being cool, understanding the alchemy of this world.
absolutely.
We're continuing not to see what we're supposed to want to see.
Absolutely. They're also speaking on people that are using the occults for the wrong reasons. They say a lot of people are getting into the spirituality, esoteric occults, and are doing things that is causing more bad karma on the line.
Mm,
A lot of people are not taking the spiritual journey serious and is only doing it to do negative work. And it's saying that the children are going to have to pay this sacrifice. That's what people got to understand when it comes to using the occult for personal gain, using it to harm others, to get revenge, to get back on people. You're only making things harder for you, and you're only making things harder for your line. Your line is going to have to always continue to work extra hard, and your line is going to always be paying sacrifices because of those who choose to use spirituality for the wrong reasons. We are supposed to be using the spirituality esoteric cults to balance our character, the loss of my odds. Okay, it's all about being in balance with character. It's not about working people or getting mad at people. You think you're hexing people when you really anything you do, anything you put out in the universe comes back onto yourself. Okay, so we have to be wise. We have to be more wise. We have to be more balanced. We have to take the spiritual journey serious as a way of life, not just something to do when you're mad and you want to go get some work done. So if somebody will piss you off, now you need to read it. This is supposed to be a way of life. It's a tradition that should be passed down, not just used for your own gain. Your children don't know nothing about it. Your family know nothing about it. It's just something you're doing because you want to find out how you can get back at people or how you can get rich quick. This is not their culture.
mm-mm. We really have to understand for all of those who want to come and get personal gain work, to understand that this religion culture is really for the generations to make sure that generations later are able to benefit from it. It's not for, oh, I need to get me a quick $100 so I can go get this lick over here, so I'm gonna do some juju work for this. That's not what the Orishas is gonna take all their time to come and work for. Do you understand when we are working in this tradition, when we are working with the occult, we are working with the alchemy of this world, that we are being responsible with it, that we understand what karma debts that we are paying off and not adding more karma debts and trying to break karma debts, being responsible for those who are taking this walk journey, this very serious.
Absolutely. And we pretty much know most of the people viewing. There's got to be some of those people viewing and not saying nothing. That's really getting into this because they heard about it, don't know the beginning, don't know the roots of this.
Yep, spirit gonna pop them out. Even though a lot of people are viewing and not saying nothing, this may be you.
They're also speaking on a lot of our people in our communities are spiritually ignorant. They do not know. They do not know what they're doing. They do not know what they're getting into. They're not taking the time and putting in the work to become acclimated with the culture, acclimated with the tradition, with the knowledge. A lot of people is trying to get into hoodoo, voodoo, or spirituality or juju work and think that you don't have to be a scholar. You have to be very wise. You have to done various research on herbs, on different healing properties, on different concoctions, on different plants, okay, on different crystals, different colors. Um, Baba Leku, the scholar, they're asking for us to bring that part. That's the richness that we're missing. This is not all about being dirty. This is not always about being in the dark and about being on the defense end. You gotta
Mhm.
get your offense together too. You gotta get your home in order. You gotta get your family line in order. You gotta break generational curses. You gotta heal. You gotta break habits. You gotta break cycles. You gotta tie up loose ends. You got to create generational wealth. That we have access to these spirits, we have access to the knowledge in these esoteric cults to do those things as well. We have to dive deeper as a people, and get more organized in the spirituality. A lot of people are just like taking the parts that they want, following the parts that's feasible to them. Everybody wants to study the research, but nobody wants to join an elay. Don't nobody want to be committed and actually find those to study up under. We want to be able to focus and not focus, but just rely on he say, she say.
And you're so right. I found this with our people when I was in the IUIC camp. For those who know about IUIC, Israel United in Christ, I was down with their camp for a few years. The second priest, I've traveled a few. But I've seen that for some of the brothers who was down with the lessons and teachings, they didn't want to come out to the camps and really be up under the brothers because
Mm.
what we realize is that they like to do sinning behind closed doors, and on Facebook they like to show as if they really down with it, but secretly they're hiding their secrets, their dirty secrets. And we find the same thing in this culture. A lot of people who are down with the culture, they don't want to really be told about the culture. They want to just float like a butterfly and do what they want to, knowing that there's rules to the game everywhere we go.
Yeah, most people want to use their wishes to their benefit. We are supposed to be using the knowledge of our deities, of our energies, to one, find out more about ourselves, two, to get close with our culture. Okay, so we got Pebbles and James. Was that James West?
Jade.
Jade, excuse me for reading me. Jade and Pebbles that have book come on up. That means we have, if Shay don't come in, we actually have 8 more slots available for live. If Shay do come in, we have 7 more slots available. But we think she's asleep. She's such a beautiful mommy, a busy mommy.
Yeah,
We believe she's catching some great beauty
I'm
rest
sure we're
right
gonna
now.
have to catch around her time. But she been booked this reading family.
Yeah.
Don't think that we have done all that we could, that we've made all the sacrifices we could, that we can. You're gonna have to really understand what your ancestors have did, and not far generations. Don't think that your grandparents is so far along that they didn't just deal with some of this ish. Don't think that you're gonna get off scot free without having to deal with anything. But when you see your people out there on the streets, on the news, breathing, they saying they can't breathe, understand that we are also a generation that will be having to go through some things as well. No, we have not sacrificed all we could. When you hear about your ancestors, they sacrificed to make sure that you had a way for you to be as comfortable as you are now. Now, what are you sacrificing for the future generation to come? That is how you truly wipe away karma debts. That is why our ancestors have did gone through so much. For those who are really asking themselves, how do I wipe away so much of my family's karma debt? Because I know my family got some ish with them.
And please know, this is not a time. Let's just keep it real, y'all. Everybody wants to be, entitled to do work how they want to do it. Everybody's a creator, everybody's a god or goddess. Can't tell people how to do work. This is not the time to be creating new karma debts. More than half the shit that we're going through as people is because of bad work that's been done. Most of the family lines don't want to talk about the bad juju that was done back in the day. They don't want to talk about using spirituality for evil, working people. They just want to tell you it's devil worship now. They all of them scared of it, but they don't want to tell you the real reasons why. This is not a time to be creating more negative energy in the community because he got the witches that want to just hit everybody, jar everyone, bury everything, freeze everybody whenever they feel like it because that's where they feel like they're getting their power from. This is not the time. This time we're supposed to be learning how to use these things to heal our community, get forward, okay? Gain wealth, gain, be healthy, knowledge. This is a tool that we should be using to help one another. Weave the nets in the basket. This is not the time to be tearing each other down and dividing each other. Dividing. We got too many sectors and cults trying to be in division, and I understand it's all the same thing. You got the Comedic Alliance, you got the Pro Afrocentric Alliance, then you got the Risha Alliance, then you got the Look at Me against the Shisei Alliances. It's just too much division when this is all knowledge that we all have access to. Our people have always studied other people cultures, other people languages.
I mean, when you go back and look at the Moors, they was not bound down to anything. For those who have been coming into the awakening, you realize that yes, we are Moors. What it means to be a Moor is exactly what it sounds like. More of everything that you can see around. More.
So who wants to go first, Miss Pebbles or Jade? I believe Miss Pebbles. Were you the Christine Nunez girl?
Make sure y'all got a head white head wrap on.
All right, Pebbles is going first. Do you remember your life path number? Hopefully you've been studying it. And also, can we get your first name and maiden last name? Ashe. Which deck did you want to get a reading from? Now that this is not your first
I
time, you
said,
can choose what deck you want to get your mini reading from.
I said,
Would you like the Orisha O heads? Okay, the Orisha Tarot deck, they are off the chain. Then we got that Juicy Love deck, the Juicy
mm.
Love
Some of y'all
Tarot.
do be that bold.
Speaking, do you remember your Crystal Gioeli? You should remember your life path number because you received it in your first reading. We got the True Love Tarot, speaking of your relationships and your love life. Then we have the Messenger Oracle, a message from your spirit guides.
I want to hear messengers since
Okay,
she ain't bold
messengers.
enough to get a love deck reading.
Yes, you was told your life path number in your last reading, and you was
Hmm.
also told to take notes. Anyone getting a reading in the house, we recommend you take notes. You know, the reading is not for us. We're not speaking on ourselves. It's not our life path number. It's for you to get to understand yourself on a deeper level. The healer. hmm It's
Hmm.
time for you to, after you get comfortable with making decisions or being at the crossroad, you also need to get into learning about herbs and spices and learning about different healing properties that you could offer healing services to your people in your community. That's going to do a lot for the soul. That's going to nourish the spirit.
Be comfortable with making decisions for yourself, and others possibly coming to you asking you to make decisions for them.
Absolutely. But you can't sit and wait for people to make decisions for you.
Nope.
They're not going. That doesn't mean they're always going to lead you the right way or lead you where you need to go. Lead you to the experience that your spirit is needing to evolve, to ascend. All right, we're gonna get into the messenger oracles.
I say,
The Miss Crystal Gioeli.
I say,
Papa Legba Yeshua, we come to you on behalf of Crystal Gioeli. Crystal Gioeli, Crystal Gioeli. Do not block us, do not trick us. Relay our messages, relay our blessings. Ashe,
I
Ashe,
say, I say, I say. You ready?
Ashe,
You ready? You
Ashe,
ready?
you ready. Yeah. Great ancestors, we come to you on behalf of Crystal Gioeli. We ask for great messages on behalf of Crystal Gioeli. Bolo Risha's great spirit, God, great messages. We come to you on behalf of Crystal Gioeli. We ask for great messages on behalf of Crystal Gioeli. Allah Damari, we come to you on behalf of Crystal Gioeli. We ask for great messages on behalf of Crystal Gioeli. Ashe, Ashe,
I say, I
Ashe.
say.
Mm, mm, absolutely. Okay. These are some great messages. As you're getting farther in your spiritual journey, they definitely want you to be on a outlook more. They want you to be more observant. They want you to be more silent about your movements. They want you to pay attention. They want you to be able to apply the knowledge that you're receiving on your spiritual journey and be able to see it and sceneries and settings around you. They want you to move a lot quieter when it comes to your business, when it comes to your plans. They're bringing the energy of 31, observing silence. Speaking on when you're manifesting, when you're working on new things, when you're calling on new things, when you're working on new ideas, new projects, when you're manifesting, when you're doing spiritual work, you don't want so many people to know. You don't want so many people energies attached to it. You want to be able to work and show and prove and not have so many people input on it. Also, they want you to embrace spirit. They don't want you to fight against spirit. They want you to be able to see the signs. They want you to be able to heed messages. And this came with the vibration of 8. This has to do with your financial blessings. This has to do with your finances, with your wealth. They want you to trust the direction that spirit wants you to go in. They don't want you to fight against the grain. They want you to go forward with the new ideas, but where spirit is bringing you, and then go. And please understand that cleansing out your circle for a reason. It is to place you in the positions and around the people and in the environments that you need, the fertile soil that you need for your seeds to grow. And it also saying protect the wild and green. They definitely want you to be with nature. They want you, if you see like trash or anything going on in nature, they want you to be a true companion and help clean areas around you. If you want to make it a group thing, get with people that help go out in nature and clean within a forest or neighborhoods, streams, creeks, places of that nature, because a lot of your energy, a lot of your protection comes from nature, okay, comes from the outside around you. So they want you to give that energy of protection back to the wild, because that's where you manifest that. That's where you're able to build new bonds and new relationships is by being in nature, by working with nature and the elements. So they want you to do your due diligence and to keep you with being cleansed and keep you with releasing energy is working in nature.
I say. Don't be so boisterous that you're not listening when spirit is speaking. Don't be so much of a leader that you can't be led. When spirit wants to lead you, that is when you still let spirit lead you. Being a number 6, being at the crossroad, doesn't always mean that you're physically making the choices yourself. That's also trusting in that blind faith walk that spirit is going to move you, not to sit still, not to always make it you. Remember, you're working with spirit as well. That's why spirit wants you to be observing in silence, respecting spirit,
Mm.
Being more in nature, because that's where spirit is going to be giving you most of your messages from anyway. That's when you have the most time to really reflect on life itself, when they say that you're in nature. Because when you're dealing with people and dealing with business and all of this other stuff, you don't have time to really listen and focus on what spirit is saying. Spend more time out in nature. Really love nature. Look at what they're doing to nature around you. Get pissed off about it. Get on the same wavelength as spirit.
Ashay, thank you. You have any more questions about your message?
Recommend you grounding, going outside barefoot. Get some plants in your home. If you already don't have plants in your home, get more plants and give them more attention. Start to see their reaction to your reactions.
Ashay, please leave a review, goddess.
Ashe.
All right, I believe we have Jade. Jade is next. Jade West. Ashay, continue to ground and continue to do more activities with nature.
Hmm. Spirit not gonna give you anything that you're not comfortable with or that you already don't know.
You just did, we did your whole yard. Ashay, so you are listening to spirit.
Ashe.
Keep going.
So that was a confirmation. That
Ashay.
spirit sees what you're doing. Jay West King.
Ashay, house of confirmation.
Ashe.
The simple thing. Ashay. Jade West. Ashay, can we get first name, maiden last name, and full birthday, please? And is this your first time getting a reading in this house?
Ooh, I feel like this is the first time for Mr. J West. I don't remember this. Mm-mm.
That is
Okay.
she. I think that's
Okay, she. Yep, this is the first time for her.
Zaria Miller.
Uh-huh. Birthday.
So we're guessing this is your first time, and if it is, we're gonna choose the deck for you.
I
After
want
this
her
reading,
head.
after this reading, you'll be able to choose the deck you want. Ooh, Jesus. First timer, but I know. Okay, what's your life path number, honey?
Mhm. I was gonna say it too. Go ahead. You
Ooh, look
got
at
this.
this. They got an old head in the middle of the
Let's
day.
see. I know what this is. I know what this is.
Life path number one, new
Asha.
beginnings, adventurer, leader, creativity, bringing new traditions to the generation, to the
Mm-hmm.
lineage. Accuracy. All right, let's go ahead and get into the Zaria Miller.
Thank you.
Alafia, beautiful people.
Alafia, Alafia, all the way up from Australia. I do for you. We are in the middle of a reading.
Yeah,
Do stay and watch.
I say.
Hmm?
You send me do all of that just to go with you. You something to say. I say, got the photo on All right. Papa Legba Eshua, we come to you on behalf of Zaria Miller, Zaria Miller, Zaria Miller. We ask for great messages on behalf of Zaria Miller. Do not block us, do not trick us. Relay our messages, relay our blessings from Zaria Miller. Zaria Miller. Oh, Jesus Christ, Zaria Miller.
No, it happens every time for this newcomer.
I say, Great ancestors, we come to you on behalf of Zaria Miller. We ask for great messages on behalf of Zaria Miller. Give moja lodo omio owao olomi iya me. We come to you on behalf of Zaria Miller. We ask for great messages on behalf of Zaria Miller. Olodumare. We come to you on behalf of Zaria Miller. We ask for great messages on behalf of Zaria Miller. Ashe, 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 Ashe. Huh? Oh, wow. Okay.
All I know is, you know,
Okay. And speaking of a mothering energy that you have, being a leader within the home, playing a big role, a big position in the home. And they're also speaking on a relationship that's very emotional and a very emotional relationship for you that is healthy. It's helping you get through things. It's helping you get over things. Whatever relationship bond that they're speaking on, it's helping you get over some things that you've been dealing with, especially speaking on sicknesses and illnesses. They're speaking on health things that you're health situations that you're coming out of, that you're overcoming as well. But they definitely want to let you know that the relationship that you're in or starting right now, this person is good for you. This person is healthy for you. This person is healing.
mhm. It's so more of you having to take more standing up, coming out of your shell, really showing your gifts, your experiences in life that you've gone through in such a short period of time. Not to let things build up inside of you so that it causes sickness to come. It starts to wear at you so early. Life can weigh down at us, so early in life, but not to let it. It's the good relationship. I knew it was going to start speaking of relationship as soon as I saw that it was the middle of the love day.
Right. Yeah, they want to say you're a very mature person, which makes it okay. Yeah, they say you're a very mature person, which makes it hard for you to make relationships sometimes. But they're saying this one is a great relationship for you. And they say you need a lot of healing from what has been going on within the home in the past. You've had to grow up very quickly. You had to mature very fast and play a mothering role for yourself as well. So they definitely speak on you overcoming this task, this sickness,
Hmm.
this illness.
And you're number one, so it's going to be new beginnings. You have to understand what new beginnings is, what you're not going to let pass down to the next generation. So a lot of things you're going to is through is not just for you, but it's for later on. Always
Absolutely.
look at that.
Absolutely. They also don't want you to don't let people control you. Don't let people dictate what you do and how you want to do things. They want you to stay in that leadership role. They want you to continue to be in control of your decisions because your ideas are going to be different than others. The way you think, the way you view things is going to be more innovative than others around you. So they want you to trust in yourself and continue healing. This is actually a pretty positive
Mm-hmm.
reading. They're saying you have the strength you need. They're bringing you the support that you need now to move forward and to conquer things that you have been dealing with before. So to me, this is a pretty positive reading.
Trust in yourself, show more leadership, express yourself.
Yeah. Don't try to keep things in, bottled up in your mind. It doesn't allow you to think straight
Mm-hmm.
when you're holding things in, especially things on important matters. When it comes to speaking on important matters, they want you to learn healthy relationships, how to build and maintain healthy relationships with healthy communication. Okay, healthy emotional support. These are things that you're needing. So they're teaching you how to acquire these things, how to obtain it, and how you'll be able to teach others. It will be able to be the generational thing. Now you're breaking generational curses. They're broken. You're not following the ways of people in your family in the past. You're bringing new to the family. And now they're bringing you those around you that you need to continue to move forward and move.
So, you have any questions? At the top.
I should. I should.
Asha, you say you have tons of questions, and never be sorry for knowledge is food.
Yeah, that's the sign of emotional trauma when our people are apologizing for things when we don't know when we need to apologize. We apologize when we offend someone. Okay, that's when apologies are needed. Yes, go ahead with your questions, love. Miss Zaria Miller.
Anything.
Oh, you don't nickname that. How to be more. Wow. Okay. More in what aspect and what area?
Stop seeing yourself so little.
Oh, be more productive. Cut off a lot of things that is not needing your attention. Don't spread yourself so thin. Don't try to be everywhere at one time, especially mentally. Go ahead and attack things that are important or of pertinence. Get important things out the way first. That's how you
Mhm.
can revert your energy.
A great way is to start a project and to finish a project. Stop trying to start multiple projects at one time. For number one, that is going to rack your brain and is going to tear your self esteem down when you don't complete them. Stop trying to do more than one project on your plate.
Yes, and also a great energy cleanser is a salt bath. Take salt baths to rid yourself of energies that's negative or low vibrations to keep your energy cleansed. To exfoliate your spirit, salt baths are great. Aromatherapy like mint, peppermint, cinnamon, patchouli. These are great fragrances and scents, frankincense and myrrh that will ignite other senses within you and spark energy and get things flowing. Also releasing. When you're holding a lot in, it can weigh you down. So release, finding healthy ways to release your diet, what you're eating, what you're taking in. You may be needing to add things to your diet that are great with energy. Oxygenated foods are great for energy.
Mhm.
Properly perform a candle ritual. Well, that all depends on what you're lighting the candle for. Depending on what you're lighting a candle for, you would need to know what herbs vibrates to those energy, what colors, what spirits, what energies you are asking to help, petitioning to help for that. So each candle ritual is going to be different depending on what it's for. So that means you're going to have to get acclimated with elements. You're going to have to get acclimated to energies, to vibrations, to herbs.
Also, your intentions. Always keep your intentions focused on what you're working on.
What you wanted to manifest.
And don't think that your intentions get to break because you're no longer in front of the candle. Your intentions must stay the same.
Absolutely. I sure. That is great. That's a great way to exercise your gift and to be able to manipulate and control the energy. So you're on the right path. Oh yeah, that definitely needs to be read. You can inbox us for further information.
Mhm. I said, family, you do anybody else want to book a live reading while we are live? If you want to book a inbox reading, definitely with serious situations such as that, you want to inbox us.
I should definitely inbox us. And also, Miss Jade, you can inbox us as well. And there's usually spirits around you. Spirits want to get your attention, a message that you're not heeding. Most of the time, it's a message that they're trying to get to you that you're not heeding.
Hmm. See, with the questions that you have, you need to be in an elite. You need to be in a house. You need to have godparents. You have godparent, godchildren type questions. This is what we were speaking about in the beginning. For those who are trying to take this journey serious, you need to
Guidance.
be up under guidance. So these things will be second nature to you. All right. So if nobody else is booking your readings tonight, we are happy to have came on here and gave messages to family.
Yes, sir. Thank you all for tuning in. Thank you to beautiful goddesses for booking.
Ashe, please leave a review.
Please leave a review.
Ashe, we love
We
you
love you
and
and
we
we
thank
thank
you.
you.
And
And
until
until
next
next
time,
time, Oda,
Oda.
Adabo family, I do pray.